Hello and welcome to this lecture. Today we are going to look at the nucleophilic addition across the olefinic double bond. Last time we have seen the electrophilic addition. Now these are some of the name reactions which are listed under that. First one is Michael reaction, the conjugate addition, the other term, or it is also termed as 1,4 addition. So this is alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, this is the diester, now this malonate ester, and this methylene is having acidic proton which can be abstracted by sodium methoxide, and you can add the carbanion to this double bond. So 1,4, the numbering starts with oxygen, and you can see that why it is known as 1,4, because 1, 2, 3 and 4, that is how the nomenclature is. The first step is when your ethoxide abstracts a proton. So this is the first step. So you get a carbanion. Now this carbanion then interacts with the alpha beta unsaturated nucleus. So this is the carbanion, and when I show this arrow, the electron pull is towards oxygen, because carbon oxygen bond is working as an electron sink, and as a consequence of this kind of addition, what you have, I will put that this is the new bond you are generating. This is CH2, this is CH, and now you will be having a negative charge on oxygen because the electrons are flowing in that direction. When it comes back, this will take up the proton from the workup, and that is how you will get the compound, wherein you can see that the addition has taken place in conjugate manner. It is termed as 1,4 addition, conjugate addition, or Michael addition also. Now this is one of the nucleophile. You can add all such type of nucleophile provided you are working with a alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. Let it be aldehyde, ketone and so on. Okay. Now that is one of the example. We will soon come to the examples once we are done with these reactions. The second reaction which is listed here is Robinson annulation, on Robinson reaction. Now here the role of ethoxide is to abstract a proton, but now the proton will be abstracted from this side. So I am going to put OAT minus here. It will abstract a proton from this ketone, and eventually you will have the carbanion. We can show the resonating structure of in the form of enolate and so on, but now this can add here. We can show the attack. Maybe the arrows are little longer, but doesn't matter. And as a result of this, initially you will have a double bond here and the enolate ion, to be precise. Rest of the things are there, CH3CO, this is the CH2. Now this is the new sigma bond which is getting formed. This is new sigma bond, and since it is sigma bond forming reaction between two carbon atoms, these reactions are important. Now once it comes back, it takes up the proton in workup, and you will get the compound of your interest. Now this aldehyde is there, so I am putting that aldehyde. These are the other accessories which are coming from the ketone. So this is conjugate aldehyde, the carbanion derived from ketone. If you add, you will get this. Subsequently this will undergo cyclization and cyclization also I will tell in short. So that's why it is known as Robinson annulation. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if you generate a carbanion here, you can add it here, and that is how the cyclization can take place. Then this becomes a new method to generate the cyclic compounds, and that's why it is known as Robinson annulation reaction. The next reaction is very interesting, that is Gilman reaction. Now Gilman reaction uses dialkyl copper reagent. Now carbon metal bond, always you will have the nucleophilic character. Now this double bond is there. Once again it is a conjugate addition. So initially what we are doing is we are showing the attack of, and I will put the excess charge on oxygen because that is gaining the electrons by the virtue of its high electronegativity. And now what we have is CH3 CH3, a double bond, O minus Li plus. Now that Li plus is getting associated with oxygen. Now at this point what happens is there is a slight rearrangement. Now this methyl goes here, the carbon copper bond is replaced by carbon carbon bond, and what we have is methyl group is coming here, and this will take up the proton during the workup, and what you will be getting, the addition of methyl group, because that dimethyl copper is providing CH3 minus, and that is how the Gilman reaction takes place. We will come to the examples soon. Let us finish one more type, that is addition of carbene across the double bond. Addition of carbene, now carbenes you can derive, let us say methyl, this chloroform is treated with NaOH or KOH, you get chlorocarbene as a result of 1,1 elimination reaction. Now this can be added to double bonds. So if I start with this alkene, then you can simply show the, now this addition, once again you will be getting the, now this, since this is 3 membered, one will be above, one will be behind the plane, but the geometry of the alkyl group will remain same because they were cis, they will remain cis. So this is your carbene addition, and carbene addition is one of the method to prepare the cyclopropane ring from the alkenes. So this is very useful method, and one name reaction is also there, that is Simon-Smith reaction. We are going to that. So in Simon-Smith reaction we are using, I am putting some simple examples. We are working with cyclohexene, let us say, and now the CH2I2 and zinc is there, and eventually the product is cyclopropane ring. So initially what happens is there is a incorporation of zinc. This is your organozinc compound. This interacts with alkene. Now that interaction is also interesting, so I am going to show that here. Now this molecule, I will just put that CH2 ZnI. This is the structure. Now this CH2 Zn bond is attacking here, this is attacking here, this is going out, and will take up the. So what I can show is this CH2 Zn is initiating the reaction. Actually both the bonds should form with the central carbon atom. So your CH2 ZnI should initiate the reaction. This should come here, and it should be the other way around. This should come here. So as a consequence of this, what will happen? You will get the cyclopropane ring, and outgoing will be ZnI2. So that is going to be the outgoing entity. Now this is your Simon-Smith reaction. I am just putting the name here, Simon-Smith reaction. This is one of the important reaction in the carbon addition. So these four points were important. Now let us see some examples pertaining to these reactions. So some more examples. Cyclohexene, chloroform KOH, that is, or you can put some substituent here so that it can different product. This is the chlorocarbon addition, a specific example. Another example I am going to put, that is from the higher class, but doesn't matter. Here we are going to look at this, say, and then chloroform KOH. Two products are formed. One is of course this is after the workup, and the second product is 3-chloropyridine because of the carbon addition. So the first product is ordinary product, so no need to explain that, that is your formylation reaction. But second product is going to be the addition of chlorocarbon across this double bond, or this anything you can show, and then it is the matter of a little rearrangement reaction. So this will give you the 3-chloropyridine. Now this let me put NK because this bond we are using, and then you are getting the nitrogen double bond, second double bond, and third double bond with of course the 3-position chloro. So 3-chloropyridine. Now this is the chlorocarbon addition product. This is your normal formylation reaction. Okay. So that is there. Of course, in practice session we'll see some more examples, but to begin with we have to see few. So CH3O, CH2, Cl, and then this is treated with base. So the product, expected product I am putting, that is going to be OMe with base, of course, and 1,1 elimination and then addition takes place here. Now we have to move to the next topic, but I think for today it is enough. Next topic is the nucleophilic addition across carbonyl group. Now that is the second half of this chapter. So next time we'll continue from here. Thank you.